Because any part I wrote about a Premier League, listening stadiums, and any other people got brought in from a school, from a home situation, I'm not tripping. But if you're parading it around like, oh, we don't see anything, it's because it's a bunch of letters. And if that's what it's claiming, I got this brought up to me, like, actually, like, James, you're going through this. And I'm like, well, I'm not really wanting to, because that doesn't sound like a good idea. We can play it because I'm about to get no choice and go with the flow. But eventually, everybody started to load it onto me. And even if I wasn't, at some point, I have made predictions about nothing we were talking about. I was telling operators in wherever the fuck they were, be lookout for Somalia and possibly in airlines. Now, if that's happened and it was not true, then it's not true. But it's there. A lot of stuff is there. And you keep saying I'm fucking up. Well, yes, I was fucking up because they aren't teaching me much unless I'm the criminal scapegoat to even go search or do that. So that's why I redid it the way I wanted to, minus any more like sex interpretations where I have to be rescued or something, because I already equated for that. I was saying, well, that's what all that was. And then yesterday, I closed it in, so it's like, okay, undercover, which is what Fort Worth and Ben Heckathorn either know about and are not adhering to, or it doesn't exist, and you basically made me kill everything to fit some future interpretation. That's why I'm getting this feeling and I'm going out. But now I've been historically dragged all over this place to do, again, what equates to a sexual clown act. And I explained that I felt like I was about to be raped. It turned into a reverse rape. I got onto the phone, and this is why I am now calling enough is enough. It's either what I typed to deal with that at the time, and I would have been at work, and at some point you're like, well, it's a video game. I admit it's a video game. But then why is Sky Sports on my tablet or my Facebook, even if it's fake, to move on to pay? It's not the same team. So I was already there as number 9, 8, and 7. From there, even if you saw one game or none at all, you are aware through Robert seeing me dribble a tennis ball, Melissa sitting here all day. And if at this point it's becoming because I know of you and you guys are cheating on me, at some point she has told me what you're trying to do. And at some point we weren't going out. She would come over here. We would mutually talk, fight, push, shove, make love, smoke. Basically anything that I tried to get in before she goes to do what a person can do on their own is what I'm trying to get anything to review nation states and simply the FBI mission plan. What I'm saying in the mission plan is that even if a robot, or I'll friggin' read it in court if I have to about that subject on the illegal acts of children. That's what I'm saying. If it comes down to that was the video and I'm going undercover and you said, well, it was dishonest, I wasn't aware that being undercover wasn't dishonest. And at some point I just tried it, the perceived in my idea, another way with a shirt on and doing it where I am seeing little as possible. So if there is, come on. And can't really explain to 911 anything because now it's in a courtroom. And if you guys are in a courtroom, you're proceeding like I'm saying. And somehow I'm fitting pedestrians that I was either trying to, you're trying to, and I don't see a problem, or somebody else threw me into because of a nation state's terrorism attack that I got a war declared on me. So, but I went in to declare war for America. And if at some point that is the interpretation, and I did do that way, you are going under the assumption that I was about to turn the tablet around. I was basically like, this is about to be a horrible fucking idea. Whatever the fuck's about to happen. I threw a rock out of a window. I ran, resuscitated the individual, when two other people dropped me off in the shit and are basically in the car when that happened. So yeah, I have paid for the injuries. Incredible amount of injuries. I loaded the person into the back of an ambulance. You are saying that I was being dishonest, or not, about y'all starting me awake to throw a brick. Then SEAL teams is in the car and Kenny throws a brick. If that is where it is a recurring again, like screw it to James, we had him on a phone. If the video shows him doing that, I am like, this is basically what the heck I am talking about. And if anywhere that thing was taken out of context to be like, well, I am like, okay, enough. Let's do whatever it is that the legal department is supposed to do. I'll say it in another building, or I'll say it in another room, and hand you with a lawyer or without a lawyer exactly what's going on. If I'm going to be screwed, I would like to go at least with the paperwork. I've already heard that I'm not going to get to use YouTube, Facebook, only simply what you pick. But somewhere along the way, you're throwing me in, and the White House is saying go in, and everything happened because of the phone call where you're telling me y'all are going in to do that to America as a perceived Arab Spring. If it wasn't, that's the lie. And you tricked or didn't trick, I just have typed something down. Now, that is what I acted on. That's too much. I am at a new job or not a new job. Either way, I'm paying attention. And it would be jealousy because you may or may not want your name on the back of the jersey. And yeah, so did I. But I'm trying to prove that I was getting attacked, or at least approached by this. And that's all I can say.